if not the entire thing, at least chunks.
All
I
right.
assume we're already live.
Yep, just started.
Although it's certainly a little jarring going back to original opening versus remake because they spend a lot longer in the darkness in the original opening. I mean, sure, there's also the graphics thing, but to be honest, I expected these graphics when I come back to OG7.
Yeah, like, honestly, if you go back to a game that released in '97 expecting a lot from the graphics, I don't know what's up with your head.
I mean, the game's CG, it's not exactly pretty by today's standards, but it's decently expressive that it holds up relatively well in the cartoony art style that OG7 goes for.
Oh, hi, Eris.
Aerith. You're gonna name her Eris just to fuck with me, aren't you?
No!
I mean, that's her default name her default name in the English release is Eris. Everyone I know changes her name.
Wow, screw those guys.
Up, Jesse, you're way less thirsty.
Turn you up slightly, because I can, like, barely hear you over the game.
Oh my! So we're having this has happened to us in the other way, where usually I could barely hear you, and
Okay, so...
finally it's your turn to deal with it.
So, you can hear me fine.
Yeah, you sound fine to me.
Cloud. I don't care what your names are. Once this is over, I'm out of here. Okay, Cloud.
Yeah. Beginning of the game, Cloud's just a big jackass.
He's like quintessential 90s jackass. I kind of love it. Like, he watched all of those movies about the cool kids, and he's like, yeah, that's what I'll be.
You have no idea how accurate that statement is. Maybe you do. Because, like, he's supposed to invoke that exactly that. The stereotypical cool kid jackass. That is Cloud in the first few hours of the game. Now, as you go through the game, he is definitely going to soften up the deeper you get into the game.
That's exciting.
And then you start to see his real personality that he's hiding underneath.
Are you having fun? You know that
You do have magic, but at this stage of the game, it's exactly as useful as regular sword swipes.
You know the in-battle models aren't actually half bad.
Yeah, they're pretty decent. You get the idea across what they're supposed to look like. There is a mod out there that also replaces the in-battle models with rips from Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh god, how intensive is that?
I mean, it's not that horribly intensive. They're obviously scaled down so that they work with Final Fantasy VII
Right.
Original's code. A thing to know about Final Fantasy games, the Sheens are typically always weak to electricity, as weird as that sounds.
No, not really. That actually makes
And most
sense.
biological organisms are weak to fire.
That makes perfect sense, actually.
I guess it's supposed to be like you're frying their circuit board and
And
fire
burning
hot.
flesh. Yeah, like that makes.
I've never really found a pattern to ice though. Just some things are weak to ice and some things aren't.
First time in a reactor? Oh no, dude, this is where I hang out all the time. It did work for Shinra, you know. Mako, people here use it. Yep. Lifeblood of the planet. I'm not here for a lecture. God, Cloud, you ass.
Oh man, you're laughing so hard you're peeking.
Oh crap, am I really?
Yeah, like
Oh, boy.
you cut off at the very height of that conversation. Like I couldn't hear quite what you said.
Neom. I just called Cloud an ass. Just for this code. Ah.
Line from Star Wars, many Banthians or something died for this code.
Are you guys having fun hitting the buttons? Push that button over there. Sure. Okay, sure. Look how surprised she is.
Alright, Barrett's here to monologue to us.
Reactors will drain out all the light. Okay. Not my problem. He's literally talking about the end of the world, and Cloud's just like, hey, not my problem.
Eric goes full on Mr. T in this scene
Oh
during remake. It's
my
hilarious.
god! Planet's dying, Cloud!
Planet's dying, Cloud!
The only thing I care about is finishing this job before security and the promo goes. He looks ready to beat my ass. I don't blame him. And he just walks into me.
Yeah, that do be the logic of RPGs and so when they go back to being in your party, they just sort of phase into you.
Like, I'm okay with that. That's hilarious.
I know you haven't played Tales of Zestiria, but like the Malakim do the same thing in that game, except it actually works like that because that's how Malakim
Yeah, like, isn't that the plot
survive?
thing for Malachi?
They just sort of fall asleep inside a host.
Remember,
until
I
they're
played
needed.
Berseria, and it had, like, the similar concept.
Oh yeah, I suppose you did see like Laphicet was hanging out inside of what's her face, and he goes to sleep inside Elrina. Yeah. They don't really do nearly as much with Laphicet as they did with the Malakim and Cestiria.
Oh wow, the camera angles though.
Yeah, one of the biggest challenging parts of this is just figuring out where to go. I believe the select button will add in little arrows to anything that's interactable, which I suggest doing. It helps. Either the select button or the start button, something like that. We'll just see little arrows and stuff.
Did Jesse
it helps.
I'm not supposed to go this way. I'm supposed to follow Jesse, aren't I?
No, you're supposed to go. If you can talk to Jesse if you want. But...
may as well. I'm here for the content. Rude.
Alright, so Barrett's thing is he has a gun arm, so you can put him in the back row and he'll do just as much damage as if he were in the front row. When you're in the back row, you take less damage from melee attacks.
Yeah, so this game uses rows. Cool. Oh, limit break.
There's limit break. Whoop, whoop.
Wow, screw that bot in particular.
Or Braver. They demote Braver all the way down to just a basic attack in the remake.
Rip. That has to be one of the most iconic sounds in gaming history, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's just
Although I like original Final Fantasy's rest of the theme, because 7's rest of the theme is really boring. Alright, if you click the triggers before you'll turn around. Alright, so when you get back attacked, hold the triggers to start. Holding both triggers will start the run away animation, and as soon as you let go, they'll be facing the enemy again, so you won't get back attacked. Although your rows will be reversed.
That's interesting.
It's not really worth fixing the rows for one attack most of the time, though, because that means you'll have to go in the menu and refix the rows after the battle's over.
This is interesting. I like that it has the row mechanic. I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they automatically put Barrett in the back row, so you might want to check and see. Yeah, no, he's not. So, select Barrett, and then tap him again, and it should move him over.
Like that?
There you go. Now he's in the back row.
Oh wow, it does
where
not,
Barrett should always be.
It does not like clicking on that at all, does it?
I don't know.
Yeetus, deletus, here we go. The contrast between the characters and like the overworld is actually kind of interesting to look at.
So since the areas are just sort of this is a 2D texture that's cleverly made, cleverly drawn, and then they put collision in places where you would expect there to be. So that's how that piece works. I don't know if you've played other games that do it, but I know it's a trick a lot of old games use.
It makes it look like an art book that you're wandering around, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah. It looks cool and be easy to get lost. Kinda. I know a few things, like when we get to the point in the story where we can unlock it, I know how to get Tifa's ultimate weapon.
Ooh.
It's not worth going after Aerith's at all because she only lasts about half the game.
Well, yeah. Ooh, healing materia.
Which version of the game are you playing right now, by the way? Is this your PC version?
Yeah, this is Steam.
This is... Oh yeah, this is Steam, alright. I've actually never played the Steam version of Final Fantasy VII. I have the Switch and the PS3 version. Oh, and I also have the PS4 version.
Oh, I just have a Phoenix down. That's weird.
I mean, it's good they give you one or two, although you probably won't need it. You might want to use a potion or two on Cloud.
That's very true. I was trying to equip the restore materia, but I have no idea how to do that.
You can't do materia yet, it hasn't been unlocked.
Ah.
It'll introduce it very soon. And you can either listen to the game's explanation or mine.
Cloud, you set them up.
Or both.
Shouldn't you do it? Just do it! Make sure you don't pull nothing. Excuse you, man. Ah! Trauma. This is just a reactor.
Watch out, he's up to something.
Oh! What's wrong, Cloud? Hurt? Oh, you know, just the demons of my past taunting me.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not like Cloud has dark memories inside a reactor or anything. I'm sure it means nothing. First boss. Do not attack when the tail is up, as the text implies. Hit it with all the bolt spells, though. The gimmick of this fight, and the only gimmick of this fight, is every now and then it'll raise its tail up during its animation. And when you do that, you are literally supposed to stand there and do nothing. Because if you attack it while its tail is up, it will counterattack and do a lot of damage. And it only takes a couple of those to kill you. Other than that, this
Like
is
that?
a very easy boss.
No. It raises its tail during that attack animation, so...
It'll be very clear when it raises its tail. Like right now, it's still in neutral position. It's literally just supposed to make sure you fully understand about the active time balance. Because it literally is, you're just supposed to wait.
Yeah, this ain't your normal turn-based game.
Yeah, actually, it being an active time battle system is basically turn-based, but a little more frantic. It's so attack while the tail is up!
Were they
It
trying to
makes
say...
it seem like you're supposed to attack it while the tail is up.
Were they trying to say don't? Or if you attack with when its tail's up, it'll counterattack?
If you attack while its tail is up, it'll counterattack, so wait for it to put its tail down.
Right, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of freaking logic they were using.
So now you're free to go back to normal. And honestly, you'll probably kill it before it does it again.
Good job, Barrett. You did it good.
I would love that they turned this really simple boss into an epic fight that takes about 15 minutes and has 3 phases to it.
Wow, they gave it the final boss treatment?
It's the first boss in the game and they did it that. It's so freaking, it goes so freaking hard.
gonna blow!
Which in general remakes a lot harder than OG7.
Oh, there's an actual timer.
Yeah. You'll probably get out with about 6 minutes to spare, but yes.
Does it stick around during battles too?
Yes, it does, but
That's
like,
sick!
you got time.
Like, that's really cool.
It's cool?
Yeah!
Most people I heard thought it was frightening that it kept going during battle.
Why? Jesse's shits are gonna blow. Oh, could I have just left her to die?
I believe you can ignore her, but if you talk to her, she gives you an item later. So you are supposed to calm her down. The game rewards you for it.
Yeah, I like that this sticks around in battle. Like, it's adding some tension to it.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really do time limits very often in this game. It's just sort of trying to add to the atmosphere, yeah, that you're about to blow the place up.
Oh, and it doesn't even give you the victory music because of the tense situation. Neat.
It's not that tight. I was terrified the first time I saw that time limit. I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god, and then I got out with the clock at about, I don't know. Honestly, about where it is now. Basically out.
Excuse me. Why do we have to go the other way? Did they change the password on us while we were inside? Because I'd respect that.
I remember correctly, you have to talk to one of them so we can get them to reopen the door.
Well, I think I saw a treasure chest anyway, so, you know, my greed.
Nice, Barrett limit break. The only way to save a limit break for later is to do another action, because it basically replaces the attack. So if you didn't want to use your limit break right that instant, you'd have to use magic spells until you're ready to use it or something.
Ooh, another Phoenix down. That's worth.
I think you need to talk to Jesse. Yeah, Jesse. Well, this time you talk to Biggs. It's just reverse order from last time. Oh, see, those are all count as mechanical things, so.
Oh, you get an achievement for each limit. Neat.
Yeah.
Seems kind of weird, but you do you, game. I respect it.
You can kind of tell when you've done weakness damage because it makes a kind of a sound when the spell you used is the spell it's weak. Also, it does like a crap ton more damage.
Oh yeah,
but
that's
it's
like...
not always easy to tell if it did more damage or not when you've got certain weapons equipped and stuff.
Geez, she's very good at almost dying, isn't she? We had way more time. Yeah. Calm down, Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, are you kidding? This is very tame by Final Fantasy VII's standards.
That should keep the planet going a little longer. What is that noise?
I think it's supposed to be one of the characters messing around on their computer or something.
Okay, so that's in... Okay,
yeah, I think it's supposed to be Jesse.
Oh my god, Jesse. I thought that was a glitch.
No, that sound effect always plays every time I've played this game.
Okay, so... God dang it.
Grass is fine.
Isn't that an actual line from Remake?
Yes.
Rendezvous at Secretary Station. Alright,
it's not from this exact moment in the game, but like It fits that tone. Not only is it an actual line from Remake, but it's complete.